is do as much as I can and record the game so the highlights will be available on YouTube. Just as they did when they visited St Austell earlier in the season, Bridwater, every opportunity they run the ball. That was John Hill to Stuart Hill, and I think that's Jay Owens with the ball went to ground there. There's a big second row, Ollie Davis. Close support from Carolus Urbanus. Well, apart from the first kick, St Austell haven't touched it yet. Well, only 2 minutes in, cracking break from Oscar White, finished off by winger Will Monroe. So, as I was saying a moment ago, Bridwater have a tendency to run everything, and St Austell did not touch the ball before Bridwater scored. After only 3 minutes, 2 minutes in fact. And Stuart Hill will attempt to add the 2. Apologies for the floodlights in the way there, not much I can do about that. So, try to Will Monroe after just 2.5 minutes. Bridwater 5, St Austell 0. And Stuart Hill adds the extras.
After 3 minutes, try by John Hill, and conversion by Stuart Hill to bring the score. Bridwater and Albion 7, St Austell 0.
I wish they wouldn't do this so bloody loud. Once again, apologies for the PA system. I can't do much about that. Very loud indeed. That's Urbanus, who had his hand in turning the ball over for Bridwater's first try. And there's Matt Shepherd, who knocks it down to Oscar White, who was the man who made the break to score the try. No, actually that's the try scorer himself. That's Will Monroe. Cracking start from Bridwater, just as they hoped for. Lovely hands, left to right. They've had some good form recently, apart from losing to Sidmouth, of course. They beat local rivals North Betherton only 3 weeks ago. That's Mark Vine taking off the top. Ben Plummer has a run. That's Boyce tonight. And as you can see, once again, Urbanus is right there, gets his hands on the ball, wins a turnover, holding on against Anthony Knight. And Carolus Urbanus, who had a cracking game up at St Austell, has started at 100 miles an hour here. Stuart Hill. So it'll be the second line out of the game, beg your pardon. That's Jordan Bullard throw in. And the ball goes loose. And it looks like there's a knock on there. It's enough for his playing advantage. Mark Vine has a run. Now I think he'll bring him back for a scrummage, first of the game. Yeah, forward pass. Chris Ashwin attempts to clear it, but he touched the ball down the centre of the park. Fullback attempts to clear, and Connery Woodsey, unable to take it cleanly, knocks on, so there'll be a second scrummage just inside Bridgewater's half. Once again, apologies for the breakup in the picture. It's a complicated thing to do with bitrate and telephone signals, but there isn't a great deal we can do about it. So stick with it. I am recording the whole game, and it will be on YouTube tomorrow, including all the try-lights as soon as possible. The score is currently 7-0. If you just joined us, to Bridgewater. That was John Hill putting the ball in there, and St Austell get the bit of a edge on there, get a move ball, but the ball pops out the other side. The referee's probably going to ask him to reset, I think. Referee Nick Heath, who I believe is from Somerset himself. And there you can see on the far side, all dressed in orange, are the three substitutes for St Austell today: Archie Rolls, Joe Maunder and Archie Bees. I think they'll probably lower the average age of the team by about 5 years. So it's a reset with John Hill to put in again. See from that, St Austell once again get a nudge on. The referee just playing on. It looks as though St Austell might have turned over there. No, wrong. Jordan Buller comes away with the ball, but it's turned over now, and Chris Ashwin has a chance to open up. Matt Shepherd comes in the line, but he's well tackled. There's Ashwin again, of course, ex-Bridgewater player himself. Skipper Miles Davey wearing 21. I think the referee says, yeah, there's a knock on there by St Austell. Let's have a scrummage, please. I can see quite clearly that the fee today is misbehaving, and I can tell you now that I won't get past half time with the live stream, so I'll keep it as long as I can, and then I will put the highlights on YouTube by tomorrow. There is the Bridgewater front row: Matt Ranson, Jordan Buller and Graham Slorence. There's Jordan Buller with the fashionable haircut nowadays. The mullet is back, isn't it great? John Hill puts in. And so also once again get an edge on the scrummage. Allows Ahmed and Kello to have a run. That's Dan Joe, takes it back for the security of his forwards. And St Austell have a chance, I think for the first time, to have an attack. That's Connery Woodsey, but he's faced with three defenders. You're not going to get through there. Anthony Knight takes route one. And Carolus Urbanus got his hands on the ball, but his feet are off the ground, so that, as you can see, hands in a ruck, says the referee. Matt Shepherd says we'll play for the corner. 7-0 down. I think St Austell will expect to be attacking. Matt Shepherd, he was 32 a couple of weeks ago. Of course, St Austell boy. Went and played for one or two clubs higher up the table, including Redruth and Plymouth Albion. And came back to St Austell this season, which everyone's delighted about. St Austell's leading point scorer this season, leading try scorer, and obviously leading kicker as well. There's Miles Davey. It's taken cleanly by Mark Vian at the front of the line out. Anthony Knight gets his big mitts on the ball, and St Austell get the ball roving. Be very careful. It's difficult to defend this. You bring it down, you get a penalty, but they've kept it moving. No, it looks like they've stopped it. In fact, it looks almost as though the ball's been turned over. Yes, it was there. Jordan Buller What a lovely piece of work by him. Stuart Hill boots it down the park and clears as far as halfway. What a lovely kick that was. Playing his 175th game, I believe, today, Stuart Hill. And Inch gets a chance to have a run. Good to see him back from injury. And Chris Ashwin puts Conor Woodsy in a hole, but he's caught well from behind. And Ben Plummer keeps the ball alive. There's Matt Shepherd, who will show and go like he so often does. Well, and is fed there by Miles Davey, but he's met once again by 3 defenders. A lot of stuff in the way here, but we'll try and work around it. There's Chris Ashwin. Pops it back. And Andy Inch is close. Andy Inch is very close. Like any good back row forward, right on the shoulder there. And the referee, I think, is indicating that he was held up. Bit of handbags at dawn there, but as you can see, he's not, or has he awarded the try? I think he's indicating he was held up, so there will be a drop out from behind their own line. I think it's fair to say that was a let off. Looks to all and sundry that Andy had scored, but evidently not. The referee, of course, brings the skippers over, says, look guys, you're here to play rugby, wrong sport. Doing the right thing early in the game, you need to calm people down. And he's awarded a penalty to St Austell for, I'm guessing, for an incident off the ball after the referee's decision. And Matt Shepherd has a look and he pops it to Andy Inch, who's the one he thought he'd scored. And he's close again. There's Dan Jobe. Is he going to get there? And once again, he's rolled over. And this time, the referee says, yes, that's a try. There's Dan. Doesn't score many. That was a beauty. And St Austell are back in the game. 7 points to 5 after the early try by Will Monroe. Try to Dan Jobe. With Matt Shepherd attempting to add the 2. Which he does.
Try was scored by Dan Jobe, number 1, and
Stuart Hill gets us underway, and I think there must have been a knock on over there. Yes, there is. It's even the referee's indicating, so it must be a St Austell scrummage. No, it's a Bridgewater scrummage. There's the Bridgewater front row of Matt Ranson, Jordan Buller, who's been over the park, so all over the park so far, and Graham Slorence. Against Dan Jobe, Miles Davey, and Brandon Hagg, who was 21 recently, which is, in my book, way too young to be playing the front row. And Bridgewater get a nudge on there. That's the first time they've done that. St Austell decide to run, but Matt Shepherd says are clear, but only as far as Oscar White, who has Connery Woodsey to beat first. He pops it inside to try score Will Monroe. That's Carolus Urbanus, who's like a pinball. That's for Al Welland to chase, but that's a lovely kick by Stuart Hill. Yeah, apologies for the hardware in the between here. You can still see the line out. That's Jordan Buller, throw in. Matt Brenton has a quick word with him, so you have an idea where the ball might be going. It goes to the back, and it's cleanly taken by Bridgewater, who get them all rolling. Now that's Buller still, he's got his hands on the ball. He takes some stopping, and he might even have got there. No, I think the referee's bringing them back. I think it looks as though, from the referee's indicating, it looks as though he might have knocked the ball on over the line. And as we look, there's Zach Morley, who was one of the tacklers involved. Yeah, he requires some attention, does Zach. Well, it looked like Jordan Buller might have scored a second try there, but I think indicating in the way he ran back is that he must have dropped the ball as he went over the line. So the score remains 7-all. "20 minutes played." Referee Nick Heath is, I think, he's just waiting until Zach Morley is okay. And from here it looks like he probably is. So there will be a dropout from under the posts. Chris Ashwin, hands on ball. Once again, apologies for the feed. It's a data speed thing. If it's stuttering, which I think it probably is. Chris Ashburn gives it some welly. Goes down as far as Taylor Buller. I'm assuming that Taylor and Jordan are related. They certainly look the same. That's Thomas Kroll, first chance to have a little run. The ball's found its hands into the hands of Connery Woodsey, and he'll take some catching. Jay Owens there just didn't have enough to catch Connor. Once he's away, Connery Woodsey takes an interception, goes probably 50 yards there to put St Austell into the lead. Matt Shepherd with an attempt from wide out, difficult kick. And as you can see, the flag stayed down.
Try was scored by Conrad Newsey to bring the score Bridgewater and Albion 7, St Austell 12.
Is he not now allowed, that is? Stu Hill gets us underway. Taken really well by Adam Kello. Matt Shepherd attempts to clear, but only gets as far as Oscar White, who has an inclination to run everything. There's the try scorer, Will Monroe. That's the big number 5, Tom Hopkins, first chance to have a run with the ball, I think. There's the prop, Graham Lawrence, making the hard yards. Stuart Hill once again nudges, but it's taken beautifully there by Matt Shepherd at fullback, who calls the mark. So Matt Shepherd calls the mark. 24 minutes gone. Bridgewater and Albion 7, St Austell 12. Early try to Will Monroe, cancelled out by a 5-metre effort for a lovely try really from Dan Jobe. And then Conrad Woodger took an interception and ran 50 metres to put St Austell into the lead on 22 minutes. Didn't go that far, so there's Jordan Buller, who will have a line out. Mike Vian got there first. The ball was bobbing around goes as far as Chris Ashwin. Goes back to Vian, who's unceremoniously dumped. It's Brandon Hack. Little chip ahead for Matt Shepherd to chase. Oh, unlucky. I think he might have knocked it on there. The referee's bringing them back for offside from the St Austell backs. And as you can see, Oscar White looking to take it early, but I think the more experienced head of Stuart Hill might just say, I'll have a pop for goal here. That's certainly a kickable about 40 metres out, just less. Yep, he certainly is. So Stuart Hill to an attempt to get Bridgewater back within 2. Which he does.
After 26 minutes, penalty by Stuart Hill to bring the score Bridgewater and Albion 10, St Austell 12.
Ashman with a restart. Oh, I thought it looked like Andy Inch had his hands on the ball, but he did knock it on. If he caught that, it would have been a gallop to the line. As John Hill's put in. Hill once again. I think Matt Shepard has that covered. Yes, he does. He's going to go to the air, Matt, and chase, and I think that's a nice return with interest. Might even have taken a knock on the way, so no, I don't think it is. No, it will be a Bridgwater line out. And there's Jordan Bullock, who's been all over the park so far. Throw in. And once again, Matt Ranton comes across, has a quick word with him. Once again, Mark Vian gets his big mitts in there, and CJ Boyce has a little chance to run. Hang on. No one. Give us a sec, I'll have a look. Sorry, while I was distracted, looked like, was it Ben Plummer or Matt Shepard scored? Who scored? Yeah. Beg your pardon. Yeah, I've got a problem with the live stream, stick with me. That means St Austell have just scored again, their third try of the game. I think it might have been Matt Shepard. And there's Matt with the attempted conversion. On 30. So Matt Shepard attempting to convert, if indeed it was him who scored. That's a difficult kick, but he's kicked it, he's nailed it.
Try scored by Matt Shepard. Conversion.
Yeah.
Bring the score, Bridwater and Albion 10, St Austell 19.
It's fullback Oscar White. Yeah, looked very much like there was a St Austell had the ball and yeah. I don't know what's going on here, Titch. It's not working. missed on the top there, but I think it was Matt Ranson who took the ball, and heel goes wide. A jinking run by Jake Knight, who gets very close, and Bridgewater retain the ball, and they're right up to the line. And you can see the referee indicating a knock on, which it might have been from Tom Hopkins. So St Austell will have a scrum right on their own line, defensive scrum. As you can see, the score currently is Bridgewater 10, St Austell 19. 3 tries to 1 to the visitors. And once again, apologies for anybody who's trying to watch if online, because I'm afraid the stream isn't working properly. So CJ Boyce to put in, and you can be fairly sure he'd look to, Chris Ashman will look to get away from his own line there, which he certainly does. Lovely take there in the middle by number 8, Taylor Buller. And I think that might be his brother at the back with the ball there. And there he goes. Taking candy from the baby. There's Jordan Buller, who I have to say has deserved that try. He's been probably the standout forward on the field today in the first half. As we approach half time with 5 minutes to go. Everything to play for. That's Bridgewater's second try of the game. And Stuart Heel has the opportunity to try and add the 2 to it. So the score moves to 15-19. If he gets this, it'll be 17-19. Not an easy kick from there. And he missed it.
After 35 minutes, a try by Jordan Buller to bring the score Bridgewater Albion 15, St Austell 19.
There's the other of the Buller boys, Taylor. And once again, Oscar White carries well. Loose ball picked up by Ollie Davis. And his second row partner, Tom Hopkins. The referee says no, offside over here. There'll be a penalty to Bridgewater. And Stuart Hill looking to just nudge it down the park, I think. Taylor Buller takes it off the top. Stuart Hill feels a fair give, so Ollie Davies the ball, but Adam Keller gets right in his face. Oh, lovely little steal there by Chris Ashwin. Gives Matt Shepherd the chance to have a little bit of a run. And he's caught by John Hill. He keeps the ball alive. I think the referee says he was offside there. Fairly clear. As they approach half time, as St Austell 3 tries to Bridgewater and Albion's 2. And Matt Shepherd says going to nudge the ball into the corner. Mark Vine again. Try scorer Connery Woodsey has a little look. He beats the first man, but not the second, and he loses in contact, so there'll be a knock on there. The referee's playing advantage. Stuart Hill only as far as Ben Plummer, so the referee will bring him back for a scrum. So at this point, I'm afraid we've lost the stream feed. I try my best to fix it, but it's not having it. So as we approach half time, probably obviously the referee Nick Heath's the only watch that matters. I'm guessing 2 or 3 minutes to go, and John Hill feeds Stuart Hill, who's I have to say controlled the game really well from 10 so far. Matt Shepherd gets support from Al Welland. Will go wide as far as looks like that's Cav Boyer on the right wing, fed by Miles Davey, and there's Brandon Hack. Takes route 1. Now's the chance to move the ball wide. As far as Ben Plummer, he's got Ben outside him, including Connery Woodsey and Al Welland, but Connor goes to ground, keeps the ball. There's try scorer Dan Jobe. And yeah, unable to hold on. I think the ball was stripped there, but it will come as a knock on. That's a Matt Ranson. I think the referee may have indicated nearly half time, so John Hill says we'll have a break now, please.
The half-time score, Bridgewater and Albion 15, St Austell 19.
Welcome back to the second half. Score is Bridgewater and Albion 15 to Austell 19. Try in the first 2-3 minutes by Will Monroe, cancelled out by Dan Jobs about 10 minutes later. Further tries to Connery Woodsey and Matt Shepherd, and a lovely try late on in the first half by Jordan Buller, who's probably been the outstanding forward for me on the park today. There's Adam Kello, brings it away. Chris Ashman clears, but only gets as far as Oscar White. Matt Ranson stopped, but Stuart Heel nudges the ball as far as Matt Shepherd. He's inside his 22, so he's kicked for touchdown. I don't think he's found it. No, he hasn't. It goes as far as there's Oscar White again. Likes to run. The referee indicating that that was pulled down, so there'd be a penalty to Bridgewater. Yeah. There's Jordan Buller to throw in. Went to the back. To his, I'm assuming it's his brother, Taylor, but too much of a coincidence really. Certainly look alike and they've got very similar hairstyles, so I'm assuming they're brothers. But the referee says they didn't go straight. So there'll be a scrummage. Scrummage have been even Steven so far. I think it's fair to say that St Austell had the edge early on, but the last two scrummages have been answered very effectively by Bridgewater. There's front row Matt Ranson, Jordan Buller and Graham Lawrence against St Austell's Dan Joe, Miles Davey and Brandon Hack. CJ Boyce put in. Alan Kelly's a little bit isolated. Shepherd's typical show and go, and he beats the first man in the second. The ball went forward out of his hands. And actually was knocked backwards out of his hands. The referee says it's not gone. We'll bring him back for a scrum. This time Johnny Hill put in. There's Oscar White, who self-evidently bought his dancing shoes today. And I think it's fair to say Tom Hodgkins didn't, but it's just as effective. Quite clearly, as hard to see who it is from here. Number 7, George Sluman, as he went down. Adam Kello arm was high, as the referee says. That's a high tackle. I don't think there's any intent. But I'm not the one with the whistle. That's referee Nick Heath, who's had a good game so far. Yeah, wise words. Looks to me like it's a yellow card. Yeah, Adam Kello gets a chance to have a rest. You can see George Lehman there. Very sportsmanlike, says unlucky. And it gives Stuart Heal the chance.
Yellow card for Adam Kello.
To bring Bridgewater back within one. Score currently is 15-19, 3 tries to 2. Big boot from Stuart Hill, lovely kick.
After 6 minutes of the second half, a penalty by Stuart Hill to bring the score Bridgewater and Albion 18, St Austell 19.
Apologies, I had no idea about how loud the PA was going to be. That's a good take by Al Welland. How he held on to it? No, he didn't. The referee's given a knock on. Merchant Seaman, young Al, but he's back at home. He's playing currently. I think he's enjoying his rugby so much he's not keen to go overseas for long periods of time. Bridgewater get a nudge on there. John Hill goes to Stuart Hill. Low pass, and Jake Knight couldn't hold on. So Austell have an attacking scrummage just outside Bridgewater and Albion's 22 there. 1 point in the front, in the lead, 18 points to 19. First half try to Will Monroe, and later on by Jordan Buller, the hooker. We under return tries by Dan Jobe, Connery Woodsey and Matt Shepherd, with Matt having 2 conversions. That's Zach Morley has a run. Ben Plummer plays scrum half and gets turned over, and we know what Oscar White's going to do because he does it every time. And a lovely little out of the back pass there for John Hill. Lovely up, and Carolus Urbanis in close support. Real opportunity for Bridgewater here, except that was obviously on the ground. That's number 14, Will Monroe, the first try scorer, who handled the ball on the ground. Adam Kello in the bin, So St Austell have 14 players, and referee Nick Heath is going to have a quick word, I think. Yeah, he's walking down the park here. Yeah, it's because of an injury. He's okay, that's good to see. Oscar White, who's been dangerous every time he's had the ball. How Welland has not had much chance to show his skills today, but he does it there, and he's not held. Finds Ben Plummer in support, and St Austell have men over to the left. Anthony Knight's one of them. Zach Morley finds Andy Inch. St Austell look to go wide. Chris Ashwin's got men outside him, including Matt Shepherd, who goes through the middle. And he's caught. Lovely tackle in the end there. But they retain the ball, and it looks to me like Dan Jobe has taken route one and scored his second try of the game. I think I naively said earlier that there's Dan Jobe. He doesn't score many. It's 2 today to Dan. So the score moves on to Bridgewater and Albion 18, St Austell 24, with Matt Shepherd attempting to add the 2. As Ben Plummer gets attention in the centre of the park over there. Looks like he's having his knee strapped up. You can just about see him there. I think he's more concerned about whether Matt can add the 2. That's a lovely kick.
Time conversion for St Austell to bring the score. Bridgewater and Albion 18. St Austell 26.
So Stuart Hill restarts. Goes as far as Andy Inch, but he drops the ball. The referee's playing advantage because Bridgewater picked it up in the form of winger Thomas Kroll, who was there first, and they go wide. There's Oscar White, who's you know what he's going to do. He's going to run every time. So Austell still a man down, but 8 points up, 18-26 the score. A lovely little ball once again by Oscar White, just slips it out the back and unable to take the return. I think it might have been stolen by CJ Boyce there. Dan Jobe says I'll play scrum half. No, I'll leave it to Matt Shepherd, who hoops the ball down the field. You can see there's Joe Maunders come on. It must be for Anthony Knight, I'm guessing. I can't see Anthony on the field. That's Tom Kroll. Punches the ball in behind Andy Inch for a lovely little gain. The referee says it was offside in the middle of the park, so bring him back for the no advantage came. Only 8 points in it. A sensible thing to do at this stage in the second half is probably take the points, which I think Stuart Hill's going to do to keep Bridgwater within one try of St Austell. The game can turn at any point like that, so if you get the chance to take 3, you're going to do so. This will make it 21-26 if he scores it. He's kicked 2 already. This is his 3rd penalty. And he's also kicked beautifully from the hand as Stuart Hill. Here he is. And he just pushed that one to the right. Let's not forget a bit of breathing space. Still playing with 14 men. Alan Kello in the bin. Now that's Will Monroe, try scorer, who's had a couple of good runs today. And that's Taylor Buller. Stuart Hill pops inside to Jake Knight. Very elusive, strong runner. Jake squats low down, difficult to stop. That's probably not true of Matt Ranson, who's a bit taller. That's number 16, who could be Michael Saunders, according to the programme. No, the referee says in from the side. I think it might have been against Chris Ashwin, which gives Stuart Hill the chance to nudge the ball into the corner, and an attacking line out for Bridgwater. This is anyone's game at the moment, nothing in it at all. 8-point gap. Try conversion here would leave Bridgwater with just 1 score difference. That was Ranson to Ranson. Bridwater get the ball moving forward. Very difficult to defend against that. And I think that's Ranson still has his hands on the ball. Jordan Buller. Although Al Welland's in there doing his best to rip it out. And as you can see, the referee's indicating, no, you held on. Yeah, he showed his displeasure there, did Taylor Buller. I think he thought he was in, but Al Welland made a serious nuisance of himself. Matt Shepherd says, oh, I'll have a run. No, I won't. I'll let Chris Ashwin have a kick. And the ball only goes as far as Thomas Kroll. And he finds a big gap. So Jordan Buller throw in. There we go to his brother again. I think he might have tried to, but it's been stolen by Mark Vian, and CJ Boyce brings it away. Looking for support. Lovely work there by Carolus Urbanus. Bridgewater go quickly. Just 6 metres out. The referee indicates another penalty. So a period of sustained pressure by Bridgewater with about 15 to go, maybe slightly less, and everything to play for. Jordan Buller throws. Apologies for the post in the way. Can't do much about it. But as you can see, Bridgewater have the more going forward. And it looks like they've got over the line. Referee's gone out down his hands and knees to see, and as you can see, he indicates held up. Hard to see he's at the bottom. Could have been Jordan Buller himself, I think. He's one of the last ones to get to his feet. Or was it George Sluman? I think it could have been. So there'll be a drop out there. I think Miles Davey might have taken a knock. He was the one at the bottom of the whole thing. Probably held up the man. Does a lot of that unseen work, does Miles. Alan Kelly back on the park, and as you can see there, wearing 18 is Archie. Archie Bees has now joined. I'm trying to work out who's gone off for him to replace, and we've got 17 Joe Maunder, and Archie Bees is 18, and 16 is Archie Rolls. So all three of the replacements are now playing on the park. There's Archie Rolls. I think he's on for Brandon Hack. I think Conor Woodsy is probably taking a break, and Archie Bees has taken his place. I'll see in a moment. But with 15 to go, no, that actually Brandon Hack's still on the park, so there must be a reorganisation in the pack there. Okay, so play resumes. Drop out by Matt Shepherd. That's Carolus and Urbanus, who has had a fine game. There's Jordan Buller, who's also had a fine game. Real opportunity here for both ways for Bridgewater. Knight goes wide, as does Jake Knight. But they retain the ball and keep St Austell under pressure, looking for that third try. Looks like Adam Keller got there first, but Bridgewater keep the ball. And Johnny Hill's indicating to his players, bring him to the left-hand side. But the forwards keep it. That's Joe Maunder doing the defending. Taylor Buller, who has been, like his brother, very difficult to stop today. Here he is again. Nudging closer and closer, might even be right on the line there, but they're not quite over it. I think they are now. And the referee says once again, held up over the line. Quite right, okay, well that's 2 in the last 5 minutes. That's good defensive work. I think it was Dan Job who turned him over. Yeah, it is Dan Job. He just gets to his feet there. And the referee's indicating there's an injury to one of the St Austell players. Is it Matt Shepherd? I think it is actually. Yes, it is. Yeah. So we'll not want to lose him. So Matt Shepherd seems okay. Let's play resume with a dropout after the ball's held up over the line. And the ball went straight out, which means they'll come back for a 5-metre scrummage. Apologies for the picture there. You can see I'm up high in the stand. Big scrummage required by St Austell. They want to keep Bridgewater out here. And it comes to the back. And I think it's, yeah, Taylor Buller's going to have a pick and go. And he gets close, but not close enough. Route 1. No. Penalty for not sure what. Matt Shepherd's asking the referee, what's that about, sir? And Stuart Hill opts for an attacking line out, right on St Austell's 5-metre line. St Austell still in the lead by 18 points to 26, and actually have a bonus point try as well, but this game's got a long way to go yet. Jordan Buller throw. It's overthrown, but I think it wasn't straight either, so the referee's going to bring them back. And St Austell will probably opt for a scrummage here. CJ Boyce puts in, and St Austell scrummages going backwards, but CJ has a chance to clear. Hands off Urbanis, doesn't make much ground with that, and it will be another attacking line out to Bridgewater, this time about 10 metres out. Jordan Buller to throw. A couple of times he's gone long. I think taken by his brother there. And once again, attack. And St Austell defended bravely, but you wonder how much longer they can sustain the pressure. And it looks as though, that's a difficult one because Oscar White was through. And it may have been a high tackle by Ben Plummer. Yes, it is. Yellow card. And I think the referee is indicating a penalty try. It certainly is.
A penalty try for Bridgewater.
Well, that's put the Caterham and the Pigeons. St Austell's lead cut to 1 point, and Bridgewater.
To bring the score, Bridgewater Albion 25, St Austell 26.
absolutely everything to play for. That's Will Monroe, who scored the first try. And once again, St Austell down to 14 players, but they have the ball. And Chris Ashwin has a look himself, and he's looking for support, but he's held up just outside the 22. And you can see from that, Taylor Buller comes charging through. Behind the edge of the wall. And Matt Shepherd supports him, as does CJ Boyce, but he just sort of throws the ball away as he was tackled. And it looks like Bridgewater have stolen it. I think they have. That's Bridgewater, everything to play for now. Only 1 point behind. That's a lovely kick. Well, chasing it back, trying to keep it in field. He's got no support with him. And he meets with Carolus Urbanis, who gets over the ball quickly. It looks to me like the referee's going to indicate, yes, he does. That's a penalty. Nick Heath right on the spot. He's been hot on that all day. You have to play the ball immediately. If you tackle, you release. And O'Wellan did not. Stuart Heel has kicked well all day. And got this elusive victory in sight, and only behind by 1 point. Any score will do, as far as the home team are concerned. So they'll also be defending desperately. The referee's going to have a chat with the two captains about something here. Something happened over there. That's George Sleeman and Miles Davey on the left. Ball goes to Sleeman, and once again Bridgewater get them all moving forward. St Austell desperately trying to defend it. Oh, that's a lovely move, and it looks like he's in. He certainly is. That could win the game. Will Monroe scores for Bridgewater. 30-26, St Austell trail, 2 tries to Will Monroe, and now Bridgewater have only got to do is play defensively. They're choosing not to. Archie, no, that's Cav Boyer with a kick and chase. And he's got, no, he's... You can see there that Matt Shepherd unable to take the ball of Oscar White. Knocked it on, so there'll be a scrum just by the half, just inside St Austell's half. That's Taylor Bullen. Yeah, you can see Andy Inch got his hands on the ball. Matt Ranson unable to get away quickly. So it's an Austell, a lot of choice here. Matt Shepard's going to try and nudge it down, and they have a chance for a late attack. I'm not sure how much time is left. By my watch, I think it's probably 4 minutes, but that man there's the only one who keeps the time. So, can St Austell do anything to get back into this game? Not from that, they can't, because the ball's lost at the line out. And Tom Hopkins decides to have a run. As Cab Boyer has a little look. Chris Ashburn looking for close support. He doesn't get it. In fact, he finds Taylor Buller, steals the ball and hoops it down the park. And what a lovely improvised kick. Looks as like the ball must have taken a touch during flight, because Jordan Buller has the chance to throw in inside St Austell 22 with time running up. St Austell 4 points behind, pending their own half. In this half, it's fair to say that Bridgwater have dominated possession and territory. Some lovely kicking, I think, by Stuart Hill, keep them in the right part of the field. That went forward, so there'll be a scrummage. The 16 replacement block is Michael Saunders. CJ Rose put in. That's Archie Bees, feeds Chris Ashwin, feeds Matt Shepard, who shows and goes, but he's caught well by Oscar White. There's that man Carolus Urbanus, who's made a use of himself all day, but I think he was, indicating in for the side, not straight on. Tough call, that one. Shep going to try and gain some ground for St Austell try and mount a late attack. They would do very well indeed at this point to steal this game. 4 points behind. Davey goes to Anthony Knight. Referee indicated a penalty. Yeah, penalty to Austell for offside. No, handling on the ground, I think there. Number 5, Tom Hopkins, who feigns his innocence, but he's not going to change his mind. Once again, Matt Shepherd looking to get deep into Bridgewater's 22 with a chance, and he's scuffed it and sent the ball dead. So the ref will bring him back from the scrummage. You can see from Matt's reaction there, he knew he'd made a mistake. Referee checking his watch. Miles Davies asking how long left, please sir. My watch says about 2 minutes, but I'm not sure. It stays like this, and Austell will get 2 points, one for a losing bonus point and one for scoring 4 tries, but their challenge at the top of the table will have weakened slightly. There's Taylor Buller, who's been a handful all day. And John Hill to put in. Stuart Hill hoofs it down the park. Matt Shepherd's going to have a run. But he's stopped really well there by Thomas Kroll. He also gets his hands over the top of the ball. No, illegally, says the ref. Didn't roll away, says the ref. You should move away. You can see Matt Shepherd has his ankle strapped, but it can't be that bad because he's playing on. Referee looks at his watch, and I think he's saying to Miles Davies, this is your last play. I'm not a lip reader, but this could be last chance for Lupus at Austell to salvage something from this game. They've certainly been outplayed in the second half, and if they were to do so, there'd be an awful lot of disappointed Bridgewater fans here. Oh, look at that. Stolen. And Carolus Albanis has the honours of getting the ball off the park. And Nick Heath blows the whistle for full time. Final score here at Bridgewater.
So the final result